Ladies and gentlemen, today we're joined by National Sales Manager for Seabourn, Nikki Glading. Thank you so much for joining our session today.
Thanks for having me.
Pleasure. For those watching who are unfamiliar with Seabourn, what can you tell us about you?
Oh, great. Thank you. Yeah, look, Seabourn is what we like to say the finest ultra luxury resort at sea. So we don't refer to ourselves as a cruise line, although we definitely are, but we like to say that we're a luxury resort experience. The beauty of traveling with us, however, is instead of having the same view out of your hotel room window every day, with us, you'll wake up every day with a different view. So we travel to over 470 different marquee ports and hidden gems globally, always with an ultra luxury, all-inclusive experience.
Lovely. Well, look, I've parked in front of our Seabourn Venture poster in the office. A nice little travel inspo that we've got here. And
thank you.
Imagine looking out at Antarctica out of somewhere like that. Just absolutely incredible. So, look, we know, the health and safety protocols are not yet finalised, but what are they looking like at the moment? Is there anything sort of different to what other cruise lines have implemented?
Yeah, it's really interesting because, the COVID-19 situation is so fluid. I hate that word, but it is, and it's changing so regularly. We've been quite loath to come forth with policies without getting a little bit more alignment within the industry. So Seabourn is part of the Carnival Corporation, so the largest cruise line corporation globally. And tonight we have a global summit. Yep. So anybody and everybody around the world has been invited to participate. It's at midnight for us, so I'm not sure how many people are going to want to get up and talk about the science of disease and protection. But yeah, so midnight tonight, we can probably post the link if you're interested. So we will start to see some better decisions and choices, or some more decisions and choices being rolled out over the coming weeks. I guess the most important thing for us, obviously, is compliance, environmental protection, and the health, well-being and safety of our guests, our crew, and the communities we travel to. And nobody knows yet what that's going to look like. So I think tonight will be the first step. Bravo to those cruise lines that have kind of anticipated what they think will be required. Yeah. But we're going to deal a little bit more with the scientific facts. And when we do roll something out as a corporation and then brand specific, it'll be something that hopefully won't change.
Yeah, of course. What's new for Seabourn now? You've got a brand new president as well. Very exciting news.
Yes, so Josh Leibowitz, he is just a young, dynamic, energetic and very clever businessman. Yeah. So he was the Chief Strategy Officer for the whole of Carnival Corporation and the Senior Vice President for Cunard North America. So he's very well experienced within the industry. And we absolutely adore him. What I love about him so far is nothing has changed. So he has probably been in place for about a month now. And what Josh has spent his time doing is speaking to and listening to our guests, our travel advisor partners, our crew, and also our shoreside employees. So he's building a really firm view of what he thinks are the advantages or the benefits to Seabourn, and then what he thinks will need to change. But nothing has been changed yet. He's really just taking his time.
Yeah, well, that's good to know. Good to know. What do you see as the major changes to cruising in the future once the ships start sailing again?
I think we're really lucky with Seabourn. So we're a small ship anyway. So we have our 3 small ships have 450 guests. Our 2 larger ships only have 600 guests. And then when Seabourn Venture, who is behind you on the wall, launches next year, she will only have 260 guests. Wow. So I can see in the future that potentially ship capacity would have to change, but I'm not certain that that's going to be an issue with us. Like the other ultra luxury cruise lines, we already have a very good, very positive guest to space ratio. What I'm sure won't change, however, is people's desire to cruise. And, we're already starting to see, we've just released some new itineraries for next year's summer, so the end of 21, early 22. People are really starting to get frustrated. They want to say, they want to cruise again, they want to travel again. So what I'm really looking forward to is that cruising will return to the high seas, and we will start giving passengers these amazing travel experiences all around the world again.
Yeah, no, it's hopefully not too far away, but look, it's exciting times. What inspired you to work for Seabourn?
Who wouldn't want to work for an ultra luxury cruise line? Like seriously, 6-star ultra luxury. I think the thing for me about Seabourn, which is industry known, and therefore I knew before I started working for them, however, it's been confirmed for me, Seabourn is very much a family. And it's a small organisation where everybody comes together with the one goal in mind, and that's to deliver these ultra luxury experiences for our guests, and that our guests will return and travel with us time and time again. So we live and breathe the service that we promise to our guests. So everybody is just so passionate and so committed to this ultra luxury experience. I just can't imagine ever working anywhere else now.
Yeah, yeah. Your favorite Australian port, and maybe your favorite worldwide port as well. What's on the top of your list?
Yeah, right. Australia's hard because, you know, I live in Sydney. Sydney Harbour is pretty spectacular. When you're travelling overseas, you always tell people there's no better harbour to sail in and out of than Sydney Harbour. But I actually really love Hobart as a port.
I like that you said that. Yeah,
you know, I mean, we've all grown up watching the Sydney to Hobart on Boxing Day, right? So sailing up the Derwent River is actually comforting and quite familiar. And then when you arrive into this beautiful scenic harbour, everything that you want to do is at your fingertips. It's, you know, it's very, there's a lot to do in the arts and culture, great local food and wine. You could even play golf, and all within 10 minutes of the city centre. So I think Hobart's a bit of a hidden gem that people don't embrace enough.
Of course.
Internationally,
they're also different, aren't they? It's a hard question.
You know, Seabourn, we're really famous for the Mediterranean. You know, we've been in the Med for over 30 years, almost 30 years. We're incredibly proud of our product offering there. You can't go past sailing into Dubrovnik.
Yeah.
This amazing medieval city that's still completely encircled by the medieval walls, getting lost in the streets of Dubrovnik. Once again, the food and wine. Are you detecting a pattern with me? Food and wine.
There's a pattern in my video. That's all I seem to talk about is food and wine.
Yeah. So, you know, if you're planning a trip to Europe and you've been there before, then starting to look at some of these different itineraries that aren't mainstream, Dubrovnik certainly should be on your list.
Lovely, very good. Look, two of my favourites, so we're on the same page there. Which
excellent, is good.
And a best shore excursion experience offered anywhere in the world.
Yeah, it's going to sound very biased, but I had never been familiar with any sort of expedition style shore excursions. Yep. The idea of getting into kayaks or onto zodiacs just seriously was not my bag, baby. Seabourn offers these wonderful shore experiences called Ventures by Seabourn, which it's everything from kayaking and zodiacking to guided hikes, glacier hikes. I was lucky enough to be both in a kayak and then the next day in a zodiac at 6:15 a.m. in Alaska, amongst pods of whales, seals feeding, like glaciers carving right beside me, so much that we were being bumped around in these zodiacs. I can't begin to imagine or explain how much this this style of travel has influenced me in the way I want to travel in the future.
Yeah, of course. What's your favourite ship feature in the fleet?
Oh. You know, I'm not going to go with feature, I'm going to go with experience.
Okay.
Something most people don't really know about with Seabourn is with our all-inclusive product, we have an unlimited or fully included champagne and caviar experience. So you can order champagne and caviar as often as you want, wherever you want on the ship. You could do it 6 times a day if you wanted. It's unlimited. So if you combine this champagne and caviar experience with my favorite place on the ship, yep. So on our 4 small ships, deck 6 forward, on our 2 larger ships, deck 7 forward. So in the bow, there is a hot tub that most people don't know about because it's right outside 2 owners' suites. It's not a major thoroughfare, so it doesn't get foot traffic. So you can virtually be guaranteed of having that hot tub to yourself at certain times of the day and order champagne and caviar to the bow in your hot tub whilst you're sailing through remarkable fjords. It's just a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Here comes the champagne talk again. I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
What's your next Seabourn cruise?
I have a special birthday coming up. It ends with a 0 and starts with a 5. It's still 18 months away. So in March 22, I will be sailing or hoping to sail on Seabourn Ovation, a really wonderful itinerary. It's 18-day Singapore to Dubai. So it is Asia, India and Arabia. So like it's just remarkable. So you sail from Singapore, you've got a stop in Langkawi Island and then in Phuket, 2 different ports in India where we overnight in Mumbai, which is a pretty magical place, and then into Arabia, finishing up in Dubai. So if I don't sail before then, that will be my next Seabourn cruise.
Oh, what a spectacular trip. Oh, that's exciting. And nice to celebrate on board too. That's always good.
Look, Seabourn makes it feel like it's your birthday every day, but when you actually tell them it's your birthday, it's next level.
Yeah, gorgeous. Well, look, any current sort of Seabourn offers that we've got available for our clients at the moment?
Yes, you know, like everybody, we're incredibly focused on trying to make it worth your while to start thinking about booking your next cruise with us. So we've got our sensational sweet saving campaign currently in market. So that is offering people, you know, suite upgrades, shipboard credits, air credits and other things. This can be combined with our early booking bonus. So currently, if you book and pay in full by 30 September this year, you can receive an additional 10% discount off your cruise fare. And that's combinable with our club savings. So currently, if you're a club member, which means you've sailed with Seabourn before, you can purchase a $500 future cruise deposit, $500 US, and that will give you a further 5% discount off your cruise fare. And then that's combinable with our Book with Confidence program. So book any cruise between now and 30 September, and you can cancel it up to 30 days prior and receive a 100% future cruise credit. And we also have a best fare guarantee. So it's really a great time to book cruising with Seabourn if you're looking for a little bit of luxury.
Oh gosh, for our viewers as well, we have all of these promos up on our website, so if you do want any further information, please feel free to jump on there. All the terms and conditions are there, but obviously our consultants are all over it, so if you have any further questions, you know, feel free to let us know, and I'm sure Nikki will be happy to answer any further questions we have as well. So well, look, Nikki, thank you so much for joining us. It's lovely to see you again.
Great to see you, Anne.
Hopefully see you in person sooner rather than later.
Champagne and caviar, perhaps?
Yes, please. That'd be lovely.
Thanks for having me, Emily. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.